Good evening. Good evening, everybody. It's been a minute since we've been on here. The last time that we were on here, Mr. Joe here was getting sick, and it has now spread through the whole house. Joshua has it really bad. I have it very bad. Tristan got it pretty bad. I don't know what's going on. It's the weirdest sickness I have ever seen. And let me tell you, which, by the way, yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And we decided just to put it off. None of us, we got as far as singing happy birthday. And
had a cake we couldn't taste.
I got a Richard's chocolate cake. Oh my God, it's so sinful. Haven't brought it in years. Bought it. Whatever.
You're on your own with that one.
I haven't gotten it in years. So that's what I want for my birthday. Let's have a cake. And then me and him are going to go out to eat. Something simple, just done, really, I'm over all this. Because he kept on saying to me, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, oh, I want my nails done. And he's like, but Char, you're in the garden all the time. You're messing in dirt all the time. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, no, I really don't want my nails done. I don't let anybody touch my hair, so that's not his subject. You want clothes? Well, no, I kind of, since I gained so much weight, I kind of went and brought myself a whole bunch of clothes. I don't need that. Well, what do you need? Nothing? I don't need nothing. Some peace of mind, which Alyssa took the baby yesterday. That was a story in itself. I've been sick for what? About a week?
Yep.
Yours is going on 2 weeks at least.
Well, I thought I was getting better, but it doubled back.
It's the weirdest sickness I have ever seen. I don't know what. I've never seen a sickness like this. It's weird. I can't describe it. Usually it's 3 days coming, 3 days staying, and 3 days going. That's what it does, even with a flu. But this will knock you on your behind. I mean, I slept for 2 days. I had a fever. I don't know. Did you get a fever or no? No. Nobody. Everybody had something.
I might have because I kind of broke out in cold sweat, so I might have had a fever. I just didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody had something different, but we were all sick. I got the sore throat, an earache, and just overall congestion, horrible. He just got, and a bad cough. He got the bad cough and the congestion, but no sore throat and no earache. Joshua had a scratchy throat, and he can't breathe, and he has a horrible cough and congestion. Trish had the same thing I did with of course he's always with me, so with the sore throat and the whole 9 yards that I just explained what I have. So it was like two sicknesses combined into one. And I was like, I can't do nothing. I look like somebody died and forgot to lay down. I still feel that way. And like I said, yesterday was my birthday. I really didn't want to do anything. I didn't even want to sit up for cake. We sang happy birthday real fast, half-heartedly did it. We tried to cut a sliver of cake. I looked at Joshua. Joshua looked at me. I says, can you taste it? He said, no. I said, I feel sick to my stomach. He goes, so do I. I said, oh, that's the chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know any. I mean, if you could taste it, you know better than to get a nice piece of chocolate cake. So, and even like the day before, I cooked.
Right.
I made gnocchis with stuffed gnocchis with basil and tomatoes stuffed in them. And then I cut up little slivers of, wow, I'm sorry, I can't even think. Little slivers of chicken.
Right.
And some onions and peppers out of my garden.
It was good.
And
A little hot, but it was good.
I cook by taste.
5-alarm fire.
I can't taste. So I was like, wow, all right. So I guess I made it too spicy. So he went, I said, Joe, come on in here and taste this. I said, I can't taste it. I said, can you taste? He goes, yeah, I can taste. Well, when he turned beet red, I was like, oh. I said, what's the matter? He said, well, it tastes good at first, but then the heat hits you. I said, well, let it cool down. He goes, no, the heat hits you. I said, oh, I put a little bit too much hot peppers in it. So then I had to turn around and doctor it back up to make it semi. Trish loved it. I couldn't taste it. Josh didn't even eat it. He went from the front door right to the bedroom. But, and like I said, then I started feeling a little bit better. Day before yesterday.
Yeah.
I felt okay. It's going away. You know, I can feel better.
Tissue.
I'm not. Okay. Did I spit on you?
No.
Oh.
You got to spit. Whoop, no, sorry, that was another.
Sorry about that. If I did.
You didn't.
No. Well, that was.
I want to know why that started bleeding.
I don't know.
I bleed it all over the place.
Yeah, he does. You can sneeze on him and he'll start bleeding.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I started feeling better, and of course, like an idiot that I was, I get out there and I'm like, let's clean the yard. We start raking and moving the fire pit and cleaning the fire pit out, and I had Tris come out and start helping us while he got an attitude with me. Why do I have to do this?
Major boo-boo face.
Oh, major boo-boo face. Children ain't like they used to be. I'm telling you, they are not. He got to the point he was sassing me so bad. And I wasn't feeling good anyway.
Don't do it.
So it just got to the point where I had it up to you. I said, you're going to military school. You are going, no, I'm not. I'm like, what? Hold on. So I called my girlfriend up. She helps me out a lot with Tris. A lot. God bless her soul. So I said, Liz, you should hear this boy's mouth. She said, hold on 1 second. Now she called up her husband. It's just like like telephone tag.
Yeah, who is ex-military.
Yes. Andrew is, he did several tours in Afghanistan. God bless his soul. And he don't play. And Tristan's scared to death of Andrew. And he's a big man, but he's quiet.
Right.
But that quietness gets you so uneasy. It's like, ew. So she said, Ma, drop him off at Andrew's work. I'm going to keep him a couple of days. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, but Liz, he's sick. He don't feel well. Well, we were all sick here too. I said, are you sure? Because I don't like sending my kids off or grandkids, what have you, when they're sick to somebody else's house. I wouldn't like it if it was done to me. Nope, send them on. So Joe, we told him, pack your clothes. You're going over to Alyssa's house. I says, she's not happy with you. And he thought, okay. Because he was just in one of those ornery moods. So I guess when he got there, Joe had dropped him off at Andrew's work, and I guess Andrew had a talking to him, and I called later on, and they had him out there raking the yard. He could have raked the yard here. He didn't want to do it. So, and Andrew was there, and honestly, that's all I needed was to have military man like come at, not come at him, but like show him you better know respect. And I called today, and he was working with her, and she's great. She's great with the kids, and he told me I was scared. He said I wanted to come home, and Liz said you could have come on home. You could have went home. All you had to do was tell me. And he goes, well. He goes, well, do you realize how mean you were to your grandma? And he says, yes, I do. So he acknowledged everything. And then me and him talked. And I said, I could be your best friend. And so he's there until Wednesday, which gives me a break anyway, because I really don't feel well. And that's why I said, it's better off that he went there and got a rude awakening by somebody who has discipline, whereas I don't have that full disciplinary structure. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, I have structure in the house, but you have to admit, he gets away with murder. Well, not murder, I can't say
I'm
that.
pleading the fifth.
Yeah, I can't say that. He just gets up. He gets up to no good, and I get tired, and so anyway. But anyway, yeah, I just thought that I would get on here and see. Has anybody been sick?
No.
Like, if so, what's going on? Like, what do you guys have? And like, what are you doing for it? I know that I tried to ride it out for a while. Didn't want to call my doctor, and drinking hot tea and whatnot, and I had to use my inhaler quite a bit. And the funny thing is, I kept on thinking, my God, what if there's not a doctor? Like, what do you do? Like, honestly, what do you do? And my grandson's an EMT. He came over tonight, and he's like, Mom, you really should go to the hospital. I said, you need to shut up. So he started laughing. He's like, you're so pig-headed, So, and they brought me pretty gifts. They brought me candles and a card, and I showed them around my garden and stuff like that. But, so right prior to them coming, I had called my doctor's office because I said, I got to get better. Well, lo and behold, my doctor is on jury duty. Yeah. Talk about stuff and coming true. So they said to me, if you have to, you're going to have to go to either one of those walk-in thingamajiggies things or go to the hospital. So I was like, nah, that's okay. I got this. I don't worry about it. I said, don't worry about it. So I hung up the phone and I sat there for a minute. I said, and it came back to me. I said, so what if there's no doctor available? What do you do?
Right.
I'm like, wow. And luckily, I'm going to show you two things. Which, like I said, I've been holding off on it because I wanted to see if my body could get rid of this itself. But I did make, I would say, I'd call it a tincture. And it's so easy, and it lasts for years. Matter of fact, the older it gets, the better it is. It's garlic And you have to have organic, raw, unfiltered honey. It has to be as pure can be. None of that crap from the store that comes in a little squeeze bottle and stuff like that. So I'll show you. I have one from, this is from last year, if you can see it. Now this was a light colored honey, and that's the garlic pieces.
Right.
And this is a natural antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, helps with your respiratory. Don't take my word for it, just look it up and you'll see. And it never goes bad. There's no expiration date. Now this I made in 2024. And again, you would see it's getting pretty dark. Now I have one that I made in 2023. And you could see, oh, it's so heavy. You can see the difference. See the difference, how dark it is, and how the honey is actually, you have to, look at that. That's crazy. That it's almost turning thick, like a gravy. Look at that. And this is one of the best antibiotics you can have. I think so, personally. And I just got sticky, and that drives me crazy. You know that. So what I do is, because I don't like the big chunks of garlic.
This end's clean.
Okay. What I do is I'll take out a big old spoonful to make sure I have a lot of garlic on there too. And I use my coffee grinder. And you grind it up so it's like, well, I mean, you could just take it and do it just like that. I just don't happen to like the big chunks.
Right.
I like little chunks. And even with, if you can't handle the solidness of it, get some, about a half cup of water. Get a big old spoonful. You can chop it up or leave it as it is and put some in the water. That'll dilute it more. And then drink it down. And do it every, several times a day. And this one I also put ginger in. A lot of people just put honey and garlic. I put honey, garlic, and ginger. I love the taste of ginger, and if you look ginger up, it has such wonderful, wonderful properties. So it looks like I have no choice, because my doctor's not around, that I'm going to be using my own medicine.
I would go to the courtroom.
Do you see what I have to use because you got my doctor on the storm on the stand? But go ahead, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You would go to court and say what?
Oh, basically, it was not set basically along that line.
And for the chest congestion, like I said, this is overall to get you on the right path to healing. With anything holistic, it's a little bit longer. You can get a Z-Pack from your doctor and take. Ouch! I'm stuck to the chair again. Ouch! Ow! Yeah, you can take 5 pills and be done with it, and then it lasts for I think it's like 5 extended days, so 10 days. But what if you don't have them? Jeez, I don't have them. So at least I have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
It's my garlic and my honey and my ginger. And then I have another product which I was growing it. And so for some reason around here, even my girlfriends I talk to, their mullein didn't work this year. It didn't grow. And the one in my flower pot, I kept on waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I mean, it would have been first year, so it really
You
wouldn't
would
have.
have to wait until next year.
I would have had to wait till next year. But, I mean, even this year, I could have probably pulled some of the leaves and stuff off it, but it wouldn't have been medically, would have been a lot medically better the second year. But this is a company, and I'm not affiliated with them. It's just somebody, there he goes. I was waiting for him. It's MissouriTeaCompany.com. And I don't know if you guys watch Doug and Stacy, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, which they're phenomenal people. And like I said, I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just watch them all the time. I ordered this from them. They have their own tea company, which is called Missouri Tea Company. You can actually go on their shop tab, and they have different kinds of teas. This is Wildcrafted mullein, and it's loose leafed, and you get quite a bit.
Right.
I mean, quite a bit.
Well, what's that? 10 ounces?
Actually, you're gonna make me put on my glasses.
I'm not gonna make. I was just questioning.
Let's see. 2.5 ounces.
That's it.
Yeah, and you get a lot. It looks like a lot.
Yeah.
Approximately 25 to 30 servings. Easy breathe mullein tea. Wildcrafted, non-caffeinated. Renew your body and mind. And it gives you ingredients. That's it. Wildcrafted mullein leaf. 1 teaspoon. And, gives you directions, on how to steep it and so on and so forth. I know it's better that when you're steeping teas or herbs, don't steep them in hot water. You're better off steeping them in cooler water.
I'm sure 99.9% know what that is, but won't you let some of the people that don't know what steeping is, what it does?
Oh, steeping?
Yeah.
Just submerging your tea bag in the water and letting it sit. Like they recommend, it depends too, like I'm saying, like some you have to recommend, like this one recommends 5 to 10 minutes, leave the tea bag in the water.
Right.
And that's steeping it. It's letting the water go through the leaves and
Right.
softening them up and getting all the nutrients and stuff out of it.
Gotcha.
Now this is supposed to be excellent for your lungs. And let me tell you something. When I grew it the year before, no, 2 years ago, right?
You're actually gonna tell him?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
See, I don't have to throw her under the bus. She does it herself. Takes the fun away from me, but still.
Anyway, go over to Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. Go to their shop tab. They have all kinds of teas. And they have something called non-stitches. I don't want to get it wrong, but just go through their stuff. They have so much stuff. I'm actually going back there again because she has a new tea that I want to try, and I'm not growing it, so I'd rather purchase it off of her.
Which one's that?
I think it's called the hibiscus.
I figured you'd try the chocolate.
The chocolate?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
They got chocolate mint now, too.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
I know Doug
He
from there loves
takes it
the
every
chocolate.
morning.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they're great. They're really great. Down to earth. I mean, they're like, you can tell they're down to earth. I've never met them, but you can tell they're down to earth, and I just love watching them. And Stacy's so knowledgeable. She actually has books. I have one of her books on fermenting. Yeah, so this is my medicine right here. My garlic and ginger and honey. And my mullein tea. And that's what happens if you can't get a hold of your doctor, right? That's really scary.
Might end up being a blessing in disguise.
Right. Practice what you preach. You know, I was really just trying to ride it out. To me, just being stubborn, saying, you know, I'll get over it. But I don't know what's going on. This is like an old mule that just hangs around and does not want to leave the barn. No matter how much you try to push it out that door, it'll kick you. And that's what this stuff is doing. It's kicking my ass.
So you backed out of the Mullen story, huh?
Oh. And so I did. When I first started out in the front yard, when I got serious, my girlfriend, Liz, again, had given me some mullein plants. And they grew up outside of what the dogs didn't pee on. That dog searched out that damn bush.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. I'd keep on shooing away, so I had to like discard what he peed on, and the rest, of course.
It didn't matter. It didn't make it. So.
Well, the rest, of course, I saved. So, well, I did get the seeds. So I'm in. So anyway, real fast, back to the story, because I don't have much power left on my phone. So I'm sitting at the kitchen table with him, and I'm trying to salvage what mullein I can. I said, all right, you know what? At least I can get the seeds. So I I put it on a paper plate, and I have the seed pods, and I'm shaking them, and the chaff is like, it's really not moving fast enough for my liking. So what do? I take the plate, and I go, and I'm blowing, and I'm shaking. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, and then I just kept on doing it. And the more I did it, the more I coughed. Well, by the time I realized what I was doing, I was in such a coughing fit. I think I was going to bust every blood vessel in my damn brain. I coughed, and I coughed, and I coughed. And no matter what I did, I could not stop coughing. And he's over there, he didn't know what to do. I said, this damn mullein plant, I said, no wonder why it's so good for her. It's going to kill you. Not realizing you're inhaling the mullein fibers. They're getting into your lungs, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're getting the crap out of your lungs. And like a spaz, here I am just sucking it in. No mask, no nothing. Coughing my brains out, but yet kept on doing it.
I feel super.
Well, after about 45 minutes of coughing straight with a splitting headache, I did get the seeds put away.
Well, here's one for you. As a matter of fact, I think it was last night. She's come to find out that with the pepper, regular pepper, if she hangs over it when she's putting in the pasta, it attacks her. She coughs her head off like mad.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, last night, she put the pepper in the pot.
Night before last.
Was it the night before last?
Yeah, we had the northeast.
Oh, okay. Night before last. And she's hanging around the pot. And she's coughing, going on and on and on.
I'm talking and coughing at the same time.
I said, are you all right? She said, yeah. And then it clicked. I said, you put pepper in it, right? She goes, yeah. I said, well, won't you get away from the pot? Oh, yeah.
So I literally walked on the other side of him and went and stood by the sink. No sooner than I got to the sink, I stopped coughing. I said, you know what?
She's the only one I know that has chickens, rabbits, vegetables. Anything else?
Not yet.
And the feed, and she's allergic to every one of them. All of it. I don't get it.
I've never been allergic to anything before,
We are now.
and it just seems like when I get out in the garden, my nose starts running. When I mess with the tomatoes, my hands start burning and my nose starts running.
Our hands burn more with the tomatoes than they do with the hot peppers.
Oh yeah, I can pick hot peppers all day long and it won't bother me.
Makes no sense to me.
And I can eat the heck out of some tomatoes, but to pick them, my hands turn beet red and burn. Same with the rabbits. I'll go over near the rabbits. I'll start cleaning them. My nose start running. I walk around and this is horrible to say. I just take my shirt and wipe my nose because
it's a work shirt.
It's a work shirt, yeah. Or if I go to my chickens and I get in there and any kind of dander gets ruffled up, and I used to do the cages, the run. Matter of fact, we got to get out there and till it. Just about the time of year that I'll till up all the dirt and start bringing it out to the front garden. We're setting up a new garden bed. And never fails. I said to him, I told him, I didn't know if he'd believe me or not. I was standing in the middle of the pen one day. And my nose was just running. I turned around. I said, look at this. He said, oh my God. I said, and my nose is running in my mouth. He said, well, get out of there. And I said, I got to finish what I'm doing, but I've never had this problem before. I don't know. My nose is, I got to turn this thing around when I'm working. Do something. Well, it looks like I got it put together anyway. Everybody says, did you have a nose job? I'm like, no. And they're like, well, what are these lines? I said, I don't know. Mama gave them to me. How do I know what they are? But, yeah, so it's weird. It's crazy. Even just walking in the yard sometimes. Added up blue. I've been a person who laid on the ground and laid in the grass and rolled in hay, and none of that never bothered me before. But who knows? Who knows what's going on? I don't know.
My.
It's crazy, right? So, but yeah, this is where we've been, and this is why we haven't been on in a while. And actually, I'm so hungry, but there's no sense in eating. Why should I put more weight on for something I can't taste? So
you can't starve yourself either. You know you gotta eat.
Well, I know, but I mean, I can like.
I'm gonna learn to have a bowl of antifreeze.
He calls ice cream antifreeze because we've seen on some documentary how they make ice cream. And it's actually some kind of antifreeze.
With vanilla.
I think it might be. I don't know. Look it up. Check out how they make ice cream and let us know.
They're not going to tell them the real thing. They're just going to say what's in it.
Well, we've seen it.
That's because the channel came up. We've seen it on YouTube. The channel came up. We didn't look for it.
Well, then after, when I see stuff I don't know, then I'll go scrolling through my phone and saying, hey, dude, that's like antifreeze.
Some of the things we watch, you'd be surprised. We should weigh about 5 pounds each, because if we went by what we heard and seen, we wouldn't be eating at all.
We eat at the garden.
No, well, yeah.
We eat our chickens.
Yeah. That might be a new story too down the road.
Yeah, we're thinking of restructuring our chickens. I had hatched out, incubated and hatched out a new batch, and we have quite a number of them. I don't like the way they're producing. So
No, you got quite a bit of chickens, and you only got 3 eggs today.
Well, you didn't go back in there neither.
Well, this is true. I did it earlier than normal, so there
Our
could be
chickens are
eggs.
lazy, mean and lazy.
Well, you can get away with it.
They won't lay until later on in the evening. All of them.
Not evening, but later on in the day.
Late in the afternoon.
We finally got our duck back. She's finally starting to
lay again. Yeah, we don't know what happened that she stopped laying.
It might be season. Maybe they don't lay in a certain part of the year.
I don't know. All I know is that they make the biggest noise ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's loud. And he's low. You know?
Yeah, well.
But
they'll be going.
Yeah, so we had a conversation the other day, and I think that come next chick season, I have ones that are going to be coming up into laying this season, coming up in the spring, and a couple of my older girls are going to be in my freezer count.
You need to. Number one, you got to give us the extra meat. Number two, saves you on feed.
Yeah.
Because all they do is eat and they don't produce.
Yeah, they're not producing. And let me tell you something. I give them high-grade feed.
She does.
I mean, they're spoiled little witches.
They are.
They're spoiled. And, we still have to process rabbits, so we have...
I had one jump out of the cage on me today.
Did you really?
He landed on the ground, and he just laid there, and I think he was stunned. So, I was trying to rush, figuring I had to catch him before he took off. I just bent down, grabbed him by the nape of the neck, put him back in.
A baby or a second?
Baby. No, not a baby. I'm sorry, not a baby.
The teenagers?
Teens, yeah. But it was funny because he fell out, and it wasn't like he was. He did just like this. Boom. Like, what the hell? Damn, man.
Well, the teenagers are well past their time. It's just that we haven't really had time to
well, and then this crap hit.
To do what we were supposed to do, and then, like I said, this hit, and so it's probably not going to be for another couple weeks. But then I'll have a freezer full of chicken and rabbit. And I really don't eat beef anyway. Not unless it's stewed, like
no matter
in a stew. So I really don't eat that well.
Right.
Pork, I don't. I can't remember the last time I had pork. I don't remember.
Pork. Last time you had pork. Where are you from? Boston?
Pork.
Have coffee talk.
Pork. Pork you.
That's all.
Yeah, so. But anyway, that's why we haven't been around. And I have to apologize for that because I think I died and just forgot to lay down.
Really?
Hopefully I'll be on the mend again. We'll all be on the mend again. And
I better be. I need to be.
Yeah. And I didn't forget about you guys with the mask. I got all excited. I actually went onto the website and I ordered. Well, I did not. I put everything in the cart that I needed, and something made me not order it. And the very next day I got slammed. So good thing that I didn't order it. But yeah. So that's coming up soon. Our Halloween adventures now in mid-August. So I guess that's all. I know, but that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
Yes. You got anything to say?
I got a lot to say. Yourself. Sorry. Just won't fill up to.
Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye.
Yeah. Toodles.
So
what?
Guys, please be safe out there. Watch your surroundings
Yeah, be aware.
and be aware. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
And don't be hanging out near nobody who's sneezing or whatever and them trying to tell you they got allergies. That's a bunch of malarkey.